So the first thing I'm going in with is my Neutrogena Naturals Multivitamin Nourishing Night Cream. I use this in the daytime and at night. This is just my moisturizer that I use on my face, period. This is what I use. So I'm going to go in with that first. Now the primer I'm using is Urban Decay's Brightening and Tightening Primer. I'm new to primer. I haven't been using it for a while. I just really started getting into using primer and all that stuff. So I don't really know what to go for, but this is what I use right now. I got it on sale. So that's what I use right now. It's the Urban Decay Brightening and Tightening Primer. So I usually just take a little just like this, and I start from the center of my face and work my way out because that's usually the oiliest part of my face. My nose tends to get really oily whenever I put makeup on. As for the foundation I usually use Revlon's Colorstay in Caramel. This is one of the best drugstore foundations I've ever used. One of the best foundations I've ever used, period. Like, even high-end brands, I can never really find my match, but this matches me so well, so that's why I like to use this all the time. I recently got Maybelline's Matte Poreless in 340 Cappuccino. I'm going to do a review on this, but I'm going to save this for the morning time because it's currently nighttime right now. So I want to save this for when I can actually review it, test it out, see how long it lasts. So right now I'm going to use the Revlon Colorstay in Caramel. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge to blend that out. So as you can see, I've applied my foundation, and I apply foundation over my lips sometimes whenever I think that I'm going to do a bold lip or anything like that. Right now, I really don't know what direction I'm going in, so I just did that just to be safe. Now, for my concealer, I'm going to be using LA Girl's Pro Conceal HD Concealer in Warm Honey. So I'm going to apply that to my under eye area and highlight my face and all that stuff with it. So yeah, and I'm sorry if I seem nervous right now. This is my first time doing like a talk through video, so I'm kind of like not knowing how to pitch my voice and all that stuff. But yeah, let's get into this concealer. Now I'm going to blend that out with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge using the pointy side this time. And I'm also going to conceal the lids of my eyes to prep them for whatever eyeshadow or whatever that I'm going to put on. Okay, so my face is foundationed and concealed and all that stuff. So now I'm going to set everything, and I'm going to do that by using Ben Nye's Luxury Powder on the places that I've highlighted and used concealer on. And on the places that I didn't conceal, I'm going to use MAC Select Sheer Powder in NC45. So, yeah. So my under eye area, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, all of that, I'm going to let that bake. And I'm going to set the lids of my eyes with the Ben Nye Banana Powder also. The Ben Nye Banana Powder also, using a blending brush. Now I'm taking this Sigma Angled Top Kabuki Brush. This is the F84, and I'm going to apply the MAC powder to the rest of my face and buff all of this in using this brush. First I tap just to get the powder onto my face. Also, I have a discount code down below, my affiliate link. It's an affiliate link, so I just want you to know that, for Sigma down below. Now, as I said, I'm going to blend out all of the powder with this Kabuki brush. But one thing I must say is that this gives you a really, really nice airbrush finish. And whenever I do this, I notice that I don't get oily as fast. Like when I don't blend it in with this Kabuki brush or a Kabuki brush in general, I tend to get oily on my nose, everywhere. Like oil finds its way out. But when I really blend this in, I don't have to worry about getting oily at all throughout the day. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, my face is all done. Now let's move on to the shadows and zoom in a little bit more. The first color I'm going in with is Anastasia Beverly Hills Birkin, and I'm going to apply that from my brow bone down. I may change my brow bone color, but I just want this to be the base on my lid for now. And the brush I'm using is the Sigma E60. I've had this for a long time. Now the next color I'm going in with is Makeup Geek's Bitten. This is kind of like a maroonish, plumish color. It is kind of lighter than that and it has slight shimmer. I would say it's a satin. So yeah, I'm going to go in with that. And I'm just going to use that kind of like as a transition color and blend it out really, really well so it transitions with all of the other darker plumish colors that I use. This is a tapered blending brush. I just want you to see what it's shaped like. It's shaped like a blending brush, but it's tapered. So it's good to get in the crease and blend out colors there. I'm not taking too much on my brush to begin with because I want to start slow and light and then build as I need or see fit. So that's why I'm only taking just a little bit on the tip of the brush and I'm going to blend that into my crease and see where I go from there. Now I'm going to go in with the color I'm using on my lid, which is Makeup Geek's Cherry Cola. I'm going to use the Sigma E55 brush. This is a new one that I got, the copper one or whatever. I'm going to use that and apply the Cherry Cola to my lid. Now this is deeper than Bitten, and not only that, this is completely matte. Like it's just a completely matte color. It's not a satin, doesn't have any little bits of shimmer in it, none of that. It's completely matte. Okay, that color is packed on. I'm going to go back in with the Sigma E35 and blend out the edges of that and bring everything, you know, all together and then work from there. Now I'm going to go in with Bitten again on a pencil brush. This I got from my local beauty supply store. The brand is called KANA or something like that. I'm going to go on my under eye area with that. I'm taking this Sigma E15, which is a flat definer brush, and I'm going to take Cherry Cola and just tap at the bottom lash line to give it some depth around the eyelashes before I apply mascara and all of that. Now on my tear duct area, I'm going to go in with this Lorac eyeshadow in Rose. And I'm going to apply that using my Sigma E21. maybe if I apply it wet, it will show up even more. So I'm going to spritz this brush with Fix Plus. Now I'm applying mascara, and this is Revlon's Grow Luscious mascara. I'm just using it just to use it. Mascaras really don't matter to me as long as they're not super clumpy. So touching up the shadow. You know, you gotta touch up sometimes, do a little refinement, make sure it all comes together. Moving along, usually I will go in with some big lashes, like Cocoa lashes, Maryland lashes, or something like that. But today I'm going to keep it simple, but still give you a little pow for my lashes, and I'm going to use Ardell's 113s. Okay, lashes are applied, and while those are drying, I'm going to go in with my contour. This is something new I'm trying. It's also from the beauty supply store. It's called Zuri. The color is called Nuit or Nuit. I'm not sure, but I'm just going to use that to contour my face, like, you know, to give it some dimension. Okay, so on my cheeks, I don't want to go too pinky, and I want it to be a little bit warm. I'm going to try mixing these two colors and see what I come up with and just go from there. Hopefully it doesn't turn out a complete mess. If it does, I don't need you to tell me. Okay? Okay, not too noticeable, not too pinky. Looks good on camera. We'll see how it looks in the final everything, because that's not always true. But on my cheeks, well, my cheekbones, I'm going to go in with my highlight. This is Laura Gellar's Gilded Honey. I'm going to use this to highlight my cheekbones, Cupid's bow, and the bridge of my nose. And the brush I'm using is Morphe's 310. I really like this brush for highlighting. That highlight was a bit much. I'm going around the edges of it where my blush was and just fixing that up. I usually apply my blush last. That's the funny thing. I guess I forgot this time. Cupid's bow. Bridge of the nose. I usually go in a second time after doing this, after I've set my face with Fix Plus and All Nighter. I'll go in a second time on the tip of my nose. I'm gonna go with my lips. I do have this lip liner in Prune. I might do that. Let's see. Doesn't hurt to try. If I don't like it, I'm gonna take it off and just try something else. I'm going to go in with the color Toffee from the ABH Summer Lip Gloss collection. Gonna spritz my face with Fix Plus first. Now as that's drying, I'm gonna highlight my nose, the tip of my nose again. Now I'm going to spritz my face with some Urban Decay All Nighter, and yes, this is the old packaging. I got this when they were switching to the new packaging, and this was only like $10. So of course I got that deal. I'm all about saving money and gaining money, not spending a bunch of money unnecessarily, okay? So this is the completed look. And completely forgot to film an outro, but thanks for watching, and if you aren't subscribed, then subscribe. And Snapchat fam, you already know what to do. Leave them.